Hello, everyone. It is Sunday, and it is me, Irene, with part 3 of Recycling Old Cards series. Today, we are going to be looking at price tags and gift tags. So, these here would be like some, get well cards that I had for a while that I'm going to be using for that. So let's go ahead and dive in. And you would need a few of following things. Maybe if you don't have it, that's fine. But that's what I'm using because I have it. A corner puncher, like we did punches some time ago. You will see how you can use any corner punchers you have. You would need a hole puncher, possibly a scissors on hand, of course, your old card, and a paper cutter. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I did in the first place before I show you the actual end results. So this is the exact replica of the card that I use to make the tags I'm going to be showing you in a moment, but I wanted you to see what I did in the first place. So just remember, you don't want anything on the back of those, the picture. So if there's words and sentiments and stuff like that, you don't necessarily want to use those. If you do, I would strongly advise you to cover it up with some kind of pattern paper or something that will be adhered securely. So I have these whiskers here, and what I did to start off was I went ahead and just cut out the front. So that was the first thing. Second thing was I wanted to keep that get well piece, so let me just make sure I get it where I need it. So I went ahead and got that cut off. So that's the first part. On the end here, I want to keep the get well, but this is also an option for a gift tag. So I went ahead and cut that off. So here is the first piece. Then I went ahead and cut across here. I wanted to get more of the pretty flower in there. So I cut it four wide. I think that's what I was supposed to do. I'm trying to remember what I did. Oh, I think it was four. Yeah, it's still four wide. Yeah. And then I went ahead and I did like 2 inches. Once I did the four wide, I did 2-inch pieces because I want to fold them in half. And then those pieces, I pretty much use those for the price tag. So you have those, as you can see, they're pretty nice pieces. And of course, if you don't have a scorer, that's okay. You can just kind of fold it, just be careful about it, fold it. So the next thing I did was, since I have it like 4 across, I went ahead and scored it at 2. Okay, for both pieces. So I have 2 tags automatically. And well, of course, that's when I went ahead and punched and did what I did. And of course, like I mentioned, I will definitely show you the end result. So you have this piece here. You can also cut off the top of here because there's nothing behind. Okay, so you can also get a one from here. So once you have the pieces that you need cut out, of course, I set those aside, and let me show you what the end result was. So first, to begin with, I kept this piece with the get well because it's silver shiny. So I kept this part because I can use it, for something else, maybe in a card or scrapbook situation, whatever it is. So with the pieces like this part, let's see, I think it was this piece that was this piece here, I'm sorry, that was left over, that couldn't really, you could use it to do a gift tag, but I just felt it was kind of too shallow, if that makes sense. So I did gift tag price tags with it. So here's the couple of the options. So this was the first one of the first gift tags, and if you notice, I did have it cornered, so I used you know, the corner puncher. So I have the, you know, the nice rounded edges. If you have, example, die cut shapes that can serve you well, here is a hexagon. I thought I would just like a pineapple. And of course, whatever that shape is, I thought it was neat. So these are options of little price tags you can make using die cuts you already have, or just cut it your everyday square shape. It's entirely up to you. But if you want to be fancy, those are, you know, a few options here for you. So this would be the price tags. Let us look at the, you remember I told you about this piece, if you want to cut this plain piece off. Here was the plain piece on the other card, okay? Now, if you notice, before I flip it over, I use the corner puncher to just give it a rounded edge on one side, and I left the other two edges the same. But again, I scored it it was like 4 inches, like I said, and I scored it at the 2 mark, the 2-inch mark. So here it is. Now, when I flip over, it's very simple. It was some leaf shapes I had, die cuts I had out. I just put those in there. Very simple, very pretty, you know, nothing fancy. And of course, on the inside, you have to and from. So this is one where you just have, you know, just plain, nothing with any patterns or anything on it. You can decorate it yourself and do this, something similar to this. Now let's look at another option. This is same thing to and from, but look at the difference. You see the pretty pattern here. I wanted to get a little bit of the center of the leaf in here. Now notice the edges, okay? I used, I think it was this corner puncher, so I did all 4 corners. So you have a nice, really nice little gift tag that you can use, and that's an option. Let's look at the last one. Look at this. If you notice, the front is embossed, and you do have the little parts of the flower with the little silver in there, and it is so pretty. It is not funny. And of course, your inside would be to and from. So with the corner punches, I did the 2 opposite ends, and I left the other 2. So it depends on how fancy you want to get. So these are just some lovely little examples, sorry, of what you can do with those cards, you know, that you have lying around for years, and instead of getting rid of them, you can definitely get those out of it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this gives you a little inspiration, and get creative. See you next week. Bye.